Hello, Professor Honeycutt. My name is Joseph Williams, and today I'll be talking about the world's healthiest sandwich. So in this speech, I'll be going over healthy dieting for dummies, the ease of access for nutrition, cost-effective dieting, and how to make it all pleasant in the way of a sandwich. So why a sandwich? A funny history behind it, actually. There was an English lord in the 16th century whose name was John Montague, and he was the Earl of Sandwich, and he had a terrible, terrible gambling addiction. So much so that in between rounds, he would tell his servants, hey, for this next one, I want, mystery meat, whatever he had access to, in between two slices of bread. And the sandwich was born. The lesson in this is that 99% of people quit just before they went big. No, it's that it's easy to eat healthy. It's easy in the form of a sandwich especially, which is what I'll be harking on in this speech. Its applications are on-the-go eating and hitting all the main food groups in one go, simply because you can hit everything in one bite. Healthy diet, it really is healthy dieting for dummies. It's either easier than ever to be healthy in a century like this. You don't have to be non-GMO, pasteurized, low-carb, low-fat, low-happiness ingredient just to get your dieting goals. There really are only five food types you need, hence the 5 food groups. And already the combinations of those pre-existing combinations of those food make healthy eating appealing and arguably more impressive, easy. I will say, backtracking to make this next point valid, is it's not easy, but it is simple. Walmart is right down the road. Publix is right down the road. Aldi is right down the road. Taking your mind off the brand is the trickier part, but you can use great value because it's not that serious. It's all the same food, all the same nutrients. The store-bought brand is usually the same stuff as the name brand, just with less salt or, the salt-flavored ingredient. GMS? HMS? Whatever. For flavor. Purchasing in larger quantities is easier too. Bulk frozen vegetables are never more than $7 per package, which usually has multiple servings inside it, making it all the more cost effective. I think 1.5 pounds of frozen vegetables is 6 servings, which is really all you need, which makes it cost effective. Walmart is cheap. Aldi is cheaper, but is slightly worse quality. But I've meal prepped on at Aldi for less than $20. I think the total bill for 14 meals was $19.99. Again, it's not easy, but it is simple. I will say I will vie for Walmart though, because they're American, and it's just that weird familiarity thing about it that is just slightly more impactful. It's inexpensive to maintain your vitality. Again, going back to the per serving, the costs are significantly less once you look at the bigger picture. Excuse me. Publix vends sliced pepper turkey at $14 per pound, but it's not Thanksgiving anymore, so any poultry will do. What's popular among the sandwich community is chicken breasts. Sliced chicken breasts are not chopped, sliced down the middle, are very popular because they're thinner and can go on sub sandwiches and even in between loaves, like sliced loaves of bread. Cost-effective dieting continued. Most cheese is fortified these days. It's usually packed with protein and several vitamins and minerals, and doubles as a remarkable secondary source of protein, the primary ingredient for lasting health. Any store-bought brand of leafy green vegetables is usually $5 and will last you a week. It's so hard because those vegetables are like 90% water and the bag is 38% air, just because there's so much space in between those leafy green vegetables. That's why I say that. As far as bread goes, if it's whiter than snow, you shouldn't be putting it in your body. Stick to whole grain and whole wheat, simply for health purposes. If it's whiter than snow, stay away from it. It doesn't have anything in it. To put it all together, the world's healthiest sandwich is a base layer of whole wheat bread with any cooked red meat or poultry. I prefer turkey on my sandwiches. Fortified cheese, I prefer provolone because of its slightly higher protein content, which is again the essential nutrient we need to function as humans. For my leafy greens, I'm gonna go with spinach over lettuce, because usually the darker it is, the higher calcium content it is. And then as a bonus to try to get some vitamins A and C in there, I'm gonna go with tomatoes as an added bonus, and then to top it all off, a little bit of olive oil to complete the calorie intake, and salt and pepper to taste. You can add whatever herbs you please. Every herb will be beneficial for your health. In fact, a lot of them help with inflammation and immunity and digestion. You really cannot go wrong with those. So with that, thank you for your time. I do appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy the world's healthiest sandwich.